that time again, guys. It's time to build some badass fucking guns. And today I'm gonna be doing 3 supersets, dumbbells only and lightweight only. This is not a heavy session. This is a isolation session, guys. This you don't need nothing heavy. So if you're only training from home, you can do this perfectly at home with a light pair of dumbbells. So you see, guys, anybody can get trained with heavy weights. Heavy weights is absolute best way to get trained. But if you want to be a pro, you need to be able to do light weights, feel like heavy, through angles, through time under tension, and through mind-muscle connection. And today I'm teaching you exactly that, guys. So put your notification on and subscribe to this channel, because I am going to build every man to be a beast. Let's go, guys. Alright, guys, so now for this first exercise you are going to be needing a bench. And if you're training from home, I guess you have a bench. Well, if you don't have a bench, then you just do it kneeling on a kitchen stool. Or stool is only when you don't know, but anyway, on a fucking chair. But for you guys who have a bench, we're going to do a one-hand dumbbell preacher curl. Why don't we just do it in the preacher curl? Because this is the absolute hardest way. You cannot do this heavy, but when you're doing light, this is the way. So you see, a preacher curl is always in 45 incline. So the angle of your hand is here. Now the angle is putting a different pressure than what we will be doing today. Today we will be going to be hanging straight down. Grip is number one. So you want to be grabbing on the inside of the dumbbell. Second thing is, you want to be focusing on the weight on the dumbbell being on this part of your hand. Why? Because we're going to be focusing on building that inner biceps on this exercise. And for that, you have to focus on gripping the bar and turning the hand as much as possible. You see what is happening here in the biceps? The twist is everything, and you're maintaining. So when you are coming up, your hand does not do this angle at any point. It does this angle. So your hand is going almost to the outside of your biceps. Trust me, the inside of your biceps burn as crazy. Now the second thing is, you want to have the bench in your armpit. Why? Because you want to isolate any kind of help. You working only with the biceps is total isolation on this exercise. And the last thing to think about is to squeeze the biceps before you start the movement. That means mind-muscle connection on the biceps. And now, guys, I'm gonna explain to you this magical term, mystical term, mind-muscle connection. What is it? Can you tense the muscle without doing nothing? Then you have a mind-muscle connection. Simple as that. I can tense my biceps just by thinking about it. I just decide to tense it or not. There is a full muscle connection. I can do it with every single muscle in my body, and so should you. And if you can't, you should start training on that. All right, guys, this is how it looks in action. Inside of the dumbbell. Not here, inside. Hanging down fully. Armpit, bench, inside. Extending fully. Relaxed. Tensing the biceps. And curling to the outside. And hanging down fully, relaxing. Tense. To the inside. Bam. So you see, I can also be doing this like this. But it loses the whole function. It loses the whole idea. Remember, how you do is important, not what you do. So, inside, squeezing the pinky, tensing the biceps, and curling to the outside. And I can tell you, guys, I did 4 reps. Now I can do curls with 30 kgs, that's 10 kgs, and I started feeling it. And I started feeling it exactly on the inside. So trust me, do exactly perfection of what I say, and you will feel exactly what I feel. And directly into a superset of triceps. Now, how do you do that? You don't have to sit with an elevated bench. I just do it to show you easier. Now, you can lean on to the bench if you want. I prefer not to do it just sitting straight up on the bench, but sit in a power position. If you're leaning into the bench, it makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to focus on your body not moving around, but power position is maintained always. Next step, hands straight up. Your biceps is touching your ear. Next step, bending the hand behind your body totally. But focus on keeping everything as high up as possible. When the hand is going down, you do not let anything drop down. You are sitting in a fully extended power position. Nothing is moving in your body except of your elbow bending and coming up. And now, from the bottom, when your hand is maximally bent, you tense the triceps. You go all the way up without letting the biceps release from the air. And you squeeze the triceps at the top as much as you can. Remember, guys, the grip, you do not let it rest. You don't let it rest here. You are holding in the middle. Why? Because it forces you to squeeze your hand for the dumbbell to not be sliding around, and that puts connection in every single muscle and the triceps at the top. So don't rest the dumbbell, you're squeezing it. And this is how it looks in action. Alright guys, one superset down, 2 to go. But first, follow, subscribe, put notifications on and share this channel with your boys, guys. Help me grow this channel as I grow you, because the bigger I become, the more I can give to you guys. So trust me, I need you as much as you need me. This is our army, guys, and no army has won any battle alone. General and army working together, that's how you win battles. First exercise in the second superset is dumbbell spider curls. Grip all the way in, and the same as in previous exercise, the weight is on the outside of your hand, guys, because we're still targeting that inside on the biceps. Now on this one, you're going to have a twist at the end that is going to target a little bit more on the outside, but grip stays the same because half of the movement is focusing on the inside and the second half of the movement is twisting onto the outside. So this is how it looks. Hanging down, hands in front. Now you never let the hands slide back. You keep them in front. Pulling up, elbows tight, elbows never flare out. This is that important. Elbows in, pulling up, and at the end you're twisting that dumbbell and coming down, extending fully, tensing and all the way up and twisting. Now I guarantee you guys, 10 kgs for both hands, and it burned. Now you will feel exactly how it in the beginning targets the inside, and that twist of the dumbbell targets the outside of the biceps. So do it exactly like this, like I show you guys. Perfect. And on to next superset directly. All right guys, and directly into a superset of skull crushers with a dumbbell. But now you're not going to be doing them like you normally do skull crushers. We're going to be doing the full range of motion extended skull crushers. Now what does the dumbbell change from a barbell? Of course, barbell you can go much heavier, but on this one you will have to squeeze your elbows in because you are holding a tight grip. That means the elbows want to flare out. So you will be training at getting the elbows in, and that is the key for any skull crusher that you are doing. Elbows tight, that is how you maximize both inside and the outside of the triceps. So how it should look, guys, is like this. Elbows tight, your head outside of the bench, dumbbell coming down exactly behind your head, and now your elbows are moving and you're extending. And from here you start pressing directly up, tensing the triceps and continuing up. Down again, extend behind your head. First extend the triceps and then continue up. Why do you want to be continuing up? Because that little bit forces you to tense the triceps for a little bit longer. And this is how it looks in full action. So you see guys, I can also be doing this exercise like this and training absolutely nothing. So it's not about which exercise you do, it's always about how you do them. And this one, if you learn how to connect the triceps, mind-muscle connection, trust me guys, 10 kg might be a little bit too light for me, but 16, 18 kg I would have been burning out crazy. And this, guys, is how you do a lightweight heavy. Mind-muscle connection, slow the movement down and find the absolute hardest angle to work with. Now this is perfect for a deload week, or if you just don't have the heavy ass equipment. But remember, don't skip the heavy ass training. But sometimes the body needs a rest, and you don't rest. You just give it some lighter ways of training. Let's go, one superset to go, guys. All right, guys, and the last superset. Now we're hitting that with, we're doing hammer curls. Free hanging hammer curls. I have no idea if they are called like that, I just fucking invented it. But it's quite simple. Putting the hand on something. Now you can do it on the bench if you've been working on a bench. If not, you can put it on your fucking stool. Hand on, hanging down. And now what is the angle? Straight down. Your shoulder is not in power position. This is the only time in my life you will hear me that you should not be in power position. Why? Because here we engage the shoulder. We want it disconnected. So you're freely hanging and you're doing a hammer curl grip. And now you don't let the dumbbell rest on your hand. You're holding it in the middle and you are curling all the way up until you touch the shoulder with the dumbbell. Simple as hell, guys. Now don't let your hands be swinging. It should be exactly straight. It's a full straight hammer curl, guys. This is how it looks in action. There ain't much to explain. Now, one thing that you do not let happen is your elbow escaping backwards. Hand is hanging straight down, fully down, never looking like this. You are doing the biggest range of motion. And I guarantee you guys, those 10 kgs, they burn. So trust me, when you do it exactly like this, focusing on the tension before you start the movement, focusing on the perfect angle, which is straight down, and the full range of motion, which is coming up and touching the shoulder, it burns your biceps out with no weight at all. And the last one, tricep superset, directly into this one. All right, guys, and directly after the hanging hammer curls, you're going into a superset of cross-body triceps extensions. I will show you in the angle because it puts your hand in an angle like this. That means the triceps has to work not only against the weight, but also against the gravity. What you want to be thinking about is don't let the dumbbell rest on your hand. You're holding in the middle, you're squeezing it. Tensing the triceps before you're moving and extending fully and squeezing the triceps. So think that you want to show off what badass triceps you have. That is how you're finishing this exercise. And this is how it looks in action, guys. All right, guys, now the angle is not straight up. This is the angle. You starting in this and you finishing in this. Why? Because here your triceps can be relaxed. Here, for the dumbbell, not to fall down, you have to tense your triceps. That means your triceps is under tension at all time. Now what this exercise changes is it works on the outside of the triceps. It doesn't target much on the inside. It targets the outside and it targets the connection with the delts. So trust me, guys, all of this is going to burn if you're doing this perfectly. And that's it for today, guys. Let me know if you like this session. Let me know if you like these variations of the exercises. If you did them in the comments, tell me exactly how it felt, because this lightweight should feel heavier than any heavyweights. That's it, guys. Time to build, man. Ooh-ah.